Welcome back to ZE Coins. Today, we have an exciting topic that has been buzzing among collectors and numismatists alike, the 2019 P Mint Mark $quarter coin. What makes this coin so special? How did it become one of the most sought-after quarters in modern history? And why is its current market value reaching a mind-blowing $1.9 million? If you're a collector or just love stories about rare finds, then stick around because this is going to be an epic breakdown. The 2019 P quarter may seem like just another modern coin at first glance, but appearances can be deceiving. This humble quarter is much more than spare change. It's a valuable piece of US coinage with a fascinating history and an enormous price tag in today's market. But to understand why this coin is now worth $1.9 million, we need to go back in time and explore its origin. Let's start with some background on the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter. Like most US quarters, it was struck by the United States Mint as part of the America the Beautiful series. This program, launched in 2010, was designed to honor national parks and historic sites across the country. The 2019 quarter series featured designs from locations like Lowell National Historical Park, American Memorial Park, the War in the Pacific National Historical Park, and others. But what makes the P version of the quarter unique? The P Mint Mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. One of the oldest and most significant mints in the U.S. Philadelphia-produced coins carry the P Mint Mark, and these quarters were released as part of general circulation. The Philadelphia Mint is famous for producing some of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. While millions of 2019 P quarters were minted, something very rare happened that catapulted this coin into the Numismatic Hall of Fame. In the coin collecting world, error coins are highly prized. These are coins that have some sort of mistake in their design or manufacturing, making them incredibly rare. The 2019 P quarter became famous for a specific error known as the double die. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has an improper or misaligned impression, causing certain details to appear doubled on the coin's surface. The 2019 P quarter's double die error is extremely subtle, which is one of the reasons it wasn't discovered immediately. Collectors started finding these error coins later in 2019, and since then, they have become one of the hottest pieces in the coin market. On some versions, you can see slight doubling in key features, such as the inscriptions or specific details of the design. The scarcity of these error coins is what makes them so valuable. Out of the millions of 2019 P quarters struck, only a handful of error coins with this unique doubling flaw have been found. This creates a perfect storm for coin collectors, rarity combined with a minting mistake that adds immense value. But why is this coin now valued at $1.9 million? How did it reach such an astronomical price in such a short time? Several factors have driven the 2019 P quarter to such a high market value. One of the biggest reasons is simple: supply and demand. Since very few error coins were found, collectors and investors are willing to pay a premium to own one. Auction houses have reported bidding wars over these quarters, and some of the highest graded error coins have broken records. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role in its worth. Coins that have been graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, particularly those with high grades, MS 65 and above, fetch the highest prices. In fact, the $1.9 million coin was in near-perfect condition, graded as an MS 67, one of the highest graded examples of the 2019 P quarter. Another reason for its high value is timing. The 2019 P quarter became popular during a period when rare coin collecting saw a resurgence. With a growing number of people interested in coin collecting as a hobby or investment, demand for this rare piece exploded. A combination of rarity, condition, and market timing has made this coin reach extraordinary heights. So, by now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, do I have one of these coins lying around? If you do, congratulations. But before you start dreaming of $1 million payday, let's talk about how you can identify a genuine error coin. First, you'll need a good magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the quarter up close. Look specifically at the inscriptions and details on the coin. If you notice any doubling in the text or on key features like Washington's face or the edges of the design, you might have a double die error coin. But just spotting a potential error isn't enough. To verify the coin's authenticity and determine its value, you'll need to get it professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC can provide an official grade for your coin, which will help establish its value in the marketplace. The 2019 P Mint Mark quarter with the double die error is now making waves in the coin world, and its incredible rise in value has stunned collectors and investors alike. While not every 2019 P quarter is worth a fortune, the ones with errors, especially in top condition, are breaking records and making headlines. We're going to talk about a seemingly ordinary 2017 P Mint Mark quarter dollar that has sent shockwaves through the coin collecting community by recently being valued at an incredible $1.8 million. That's right, a 2017 quarter, one that you might have in your pocket or loose change, could be worth a fortune. So, what's the story behind this coin, and why has it suddenly skyrocketed in value? Stick around as we uncover the history, value, and some shocking details about this rare find. Let's start with the basics. In 2017, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which is part of a program that started back in 2010. Each year, the U.S. Mint releases a new set of quarters featuring different national parks or historical sites from across the United States. The 2017 series includes designs like effigy mounds in Iowa, Frederick Douglass National Historic Site in Washington, D.C., Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri, Ellis Island in New Jersey, and George Rogers Clark National Historical Park in Indiana. These were struck in both the Philadelphia. Here's something interesting: 2017 was the first year that the Philadelphia Mint started including the P Mint mark on quarters. Previously, Philadelphia minted coins didn't have a mint mark at all, making this the first year you'll find that little P on the coin's face. So why, you might be asking, is a simple 2017 P Mint Mark quarter worth an astonishing $1.80 million? The world of coin collecting is all about rarity, condition, and errors. In this case, the $1.8 million coin isn't just any 2017 quarter, it's an ultra-rare error coin. These mint errors are what make a coin so valuable, and this particular one has a major defect that experts believe was created during the minting process. Error coins can happen in many ways: a double die, an off-center strike, or even a unique flaw that's never been seen before. This 2017 quarter happens to be a combination of multiple minting errors, making it not only unique but also extremely desirable among collectors. Now, here's what makes this coin truly fascinating. The error on this 2017 P quarter involves a combination of misstrikes that occurred during the high-speed minting process at the Philadelphia Mint. While the U.S. Mint produces billions of coins each year, only a few flawed coins like this escape the facility and make it into circulation. This isn't the first time that an error coin has become highly valuable. In the past, other coins with minting mistakes have sold for thousands or even millions of dollars. For example, the famous 1937 D Buffalo nickel with 3 legs or the 1955 Lincoln cent with a double die obverse. Some of the specific errors on this $1.8 million quarter include a double-struck obverse, misaligned reverse, and even a slight off-metal composition anomaly. These errors together make the coin a true one-of-a-kind. Let's talk about the $1.8 million price tag. This coin made headlines when it was auctioned off by a major coin auction house in 2023, setting a new record for a modern U.S. coin. Experts believe the value could climb even higher, especially as collectors around the world hunt for their own error coins. But here's the best part: you don't need to be a professional numismatist to get in on the action. The 2017 P quarter is still circulating today, meaning that there's a chance you could stumble upon one in your everyday change. So, what should you look for? Here are a few tips. Look for the P mark indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. Pay close attention to double strikes, off-center strikes, and anything unusual about the coin's appearance. If your coin is in pristine condition or uncirculated, it could be worth significantly more. If you think you found an error coin, consider taking it to a professional coin grader or dealer for verification. The 2017 P Mint Mark Quarter may seem like just another coin, but as we've seen today, even the smallest detail, like a minting error, can turn it into a multi-million-dollar treasure. As more people discover these rare coins, the market value could continue to rise, making it one of the most exciting finds in modern coin collecting history. We're diving deep into the history of this coin, why it's worth so much, and whether you could be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. To understand why a 2004 quarter from Florida has become such a high-value collector's item, we first need to look back at the 50-state quarters program. This program, launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999, was one of the most successful coin programs in American history. Over a period of 10 years, the Mint released quarters that featured designs representing each state in the order they were admitted to the Union. In 2004, Florida's quarter was released, commemorating its rich history and its status as the 27th state, admitted in 1845. With the P Mint mark indicating it was minted in Philadelphia, this quarter was distributed across the country. But how did an ordinary coin become a million-dollar treasure? The 2004 Florida quarter features a unique design that symbolizes the Sunshine State's diverse cultural heritage and natural beauty. On one side, you'll find Spanish galleons in the background, symbolizing the European explorers who landed in Florida. In the foreground, there's a space shuttle soaring into the sky, representing Florida's important role in space exploration. Finally, a palm tree completes the scene, showcasing Florida's tropical environment. It's a design packed with history and symbolism, but what makes this particular quarter worth a staggering $1.6 million? Here's where the story gets really interesting. The value of this 2004 P Florida quarter skyrocketed due to a combination of rarity, error, and sheer demand. Some of these coins, minted in Philadelphia, have an extremely rare error, an error that collectors go wild for. Error coins can come in many forms: misprints, doubling of images or text, or even the use of the wrong metals in production. For this particular Florida quarter, the 1845 date, which signifies Florida's admission to the Union, is often misaligned or features a doubled image, making it a unique minting mistake. These small differences might seem insignificant to the average person, but to a collector, they represent a piece of history that's worth its weight in gold. Not all 2004 Florida quarters with a P Mint mark are worth millions, but a handful of them are. One of the key factors driving up the price of this rare coin is its condition. Graded as a perfect MS-69 or higher by professional coin grading services, this coin is in impeccable shape. Only a small number of these error coins have been discovered, making them incredibly rare. When rarity meets high demand, prices soar, and that's exactly what happened here. Collectors from around the globe are willing to pay astronomical amounts for these kinds of coins, driving the value up to as much as $1.6 million in recent auctions. In recent years, collectors and investors alike have been bidding on these coins at major auctions, and the price continues to rise. The combination of historical significance, a unique error, and pristine condition make this coin a must-have for serious collectors. So, what's the current market value of this extraordinary 2004 P Florida quarter? As of now, one of these rare quarters sold for an eye-popping $1.6 million. However, most Florida quarters aren't going to fetch anywhere near that price. If you have one lying around, it's worth getting it checked by a professional coin grading service to determine its worth. Who knows? You might have a hidden treasure on your hands. Here's what you need to do if you want to see if you've got a rare 2004 P Florida quarter that could be worth big bucks. First, check for the mint mark. You're looking for the letter P, which means it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, carefully examine the coin for any unusual markings, doubling, or misalignments, especially around the 1845 date. If you notice anything unusual, it's time to get the coin professionally appraised. Even if you don't have the $1 million version, Florida quarters in pristine condition can still be worth more than their face value, depending on their grade. Getting your coin professionally graded is essential if you think it might be valuable. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade based on its condition, rarity, and other factors. Higher grades mean higher value, so it's worth the investment. Once graded, your coin will be safely sealed in a protective holder and certified for authenticity. This process can significantly boost the coin's market value, especially if it comes back as a near-perfect grade. The story of the 2004 Florida quarter is a fascinating reminder that even everyday objects can hold incredible value. A simple quarter you find in your pocket could turn out to be worth a life-changing amount of money. So, if you have any quarters from 2004 or a collection of state quarters, now is the time to take a closer look. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching. Have you checked your quarters yet? Let me know in the comments if you found anything interesting or if you're planning to get your coins graded. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content on rare coins, hidden treasures, and all things collectible. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2000 1788 mint mark quarter dollar. We'll cover its history, why it's worth so much, and how it became one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Before we get into why this particular quarter is so valuable, let's first talk a bit about the history of the quarter itself. The quarter dollar is a cornerstone of American coinage. First introduced in 1796, it has evolved over centuries, reflecting the changing landscape of the United States, from its founding fathers to its iconic landmarks. Fast forward to the year 2000, and the U.S. Mint was wrapping up the popular 50-state quarters program, which started in 1999. This program celebrated each state with unique designs, one state per quarter issued over a 10-year period. The coin that we're focusing on, the 2000 1788 quarter dollar, was minted in this period. But what makes this coin truly special isn't just the state it represents or its date of minting. So, what's the story behind this 2000 1788 mint mark quarter dollar? Why is it worth $1.5 million? Let's break it down. First, it's important to note that this coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. The P mint mark represents Philadelphia, one of the most prolific mints in U.S. history. The 1788 that appears on the coin is actually a reference to the year New Hampshire ratified the U.S. Constitution, becoming the 9th state, but here's where things get interesting. While most of the 2000 quarters are fairly common, a tiny handful of these coins were struck in error. And errors in coin minting, as coin collectors will tell you, can mean big money. The specific minting error on this coin is what skyrocketed its value. Some experts believe this coin is a product of a mule error, where the obverse, the head side, and reverse, the tail side, of the coin were struck with mismatched dies. Essentially, the two sides of the coin didn't belong together, resulting in a rare, misprinted quarter. Such errors are extremely rare, and in this case, only a few coins with this defect are known to exist. The rarity, combined with the unique error, has made this quarter one of the most sought-after pieces in the coin collecting community. And when demand exceeds supply, prices can soar. One of these error coins, in near-mint condition, was recently auctioned off for a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. You might be wondering, how can a quarter, just a piece of metal, be worth so much? The value of rare coins like the 2000 1788 mule error quarter comes down to several key factors. Only a handful of these coins exist, and when supply is limited, prices tend to skyrocket. Coins that are in pristine or near-mint condition can command far higher prices than those that are worn or damaged. Collectors and grading agencies assign grades to coins, and the highest graded examples of rare coins are the ones that can bring in millions. The more people that want the coin, the more valuable it becomes. The numismatic, coin collecting, community is full of enthusiasts who are willing to pay a premium for rare finds. Point 4. Historical significance. Coins that carry a historical narrative, especially those tied to significant moments in U.S. history or with unique minting errors, tend to fetch higher prices. In the case of the 2000 p 1788 quarter dollar, it ticks all of these boxes, making it a true gem in the world of coin collecting. Now, the big question: how do you know if you have one of these ultra-rare quarters sitting in your pocket change? While the odds are slim, it's certainly not impossible. Here's what to look for. Look for a 2000 quarter with the P Mint mark, representing the Philadelphia Mint. Pay special attention to the obverse and reverse of the coin. If something looks off, such as mismatched designs, unusual features, or other irregularities, you might have a valuable error coin. If you think you found something rare, it's important to have your coin professionally graded and authenticated. Coin grading agencies like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and assign it a grade, which plays a huge role in its value. Currently, the 2000 p 1788 mint mark quarter dollar continues to captivate coin collectors and enthusiasts around the globe. While not every quarter from 2000 is valuable, those with minting errors, especially mule errors, are truly one-of-a-kind treasures. As of today, this coin's market value can reach up to $1.5 million, and with increasing interest in rare coins, who knows how high that number could go in the future. So, the next time you come across your pocket change, take a second look. You might just find yourself holding on to a small fortune. We're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. coinage and exploring one of the most exciting coins in circulation, the 1986 p mint mark quarter dollar. You might be surprised to hear that one of these quarters was recently valued at an astounding $1.8 million. But why is this seemingly ordinary coin worth so much? How can you tell if your 1986 quarter is the one that could make you a millionaire? Stick around, because in this video, we're covering the coin's history, its unique features, why it holds value, and of course, that mind-blowing market price. Before we jump into the specifics of why the 1986 p quarter has gained such high value, let's first take a quick look at the historical background of this iconic coin. The quarter dollar has been an essential part of U.S. currency since 1796. However, the specific design most people are familiar with today, featuring George Washington on the obverse front, was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The reverse, back, side of the coin, designed by John Flanagan, features a heraldic eagle, which remained in place until the State Quarters series launched in 1999. The 1986 quarter follows this Washington quarter design, and during this year, these coins were minted in large numbers at the Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, mints. The Philadelphia Mint coins are especially interesting due to a few unique factors we'll get into shortly. 1986 was a big year for the U.S. Mint, as this was the height of the pre-state quarter era, where millions of these coins were made to support the ever-growing need for circulation. In total, 551,873,000 Washington quarters were minted at the Philadelphia Mint that year. With such a large production run, you might be wondering why a coin from this year would be rare or valuable. Well, not all coins are created equal, and this is where things start to get interesting. The value of the 1986 p quarter dollar lies in several factors. While many of these quarters are still in circulation today and worth just 25 cents, a select few have gained significant value due to their condition, errors, and the overall rarity of specific varieties. The value of any coin is heavily influenced by its condition, which is typically measured by its grade. Coins graded on the Sheldon scale, from 1 to 70, can vary significantly in value. Coins in mint state, MS, condition, particularly those graded MS 67 or higher, are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. A 1986 p quarter graded MS 67 or above can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One of the key reasons a 1986 p quarter can be worth a significant amount is due to errors that occurred during the minting process. Errors can include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, or other production mishaps that result in unique coins. In particular, the double die variety has been known to bring high auction prices. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rarities. While the majority of Philadelphia Mint quarters from this year carry a P Mint mark just above the date, there are rare instances where this mark was accidentally omitted during the minting process. These no P error coins are extremely rare and can sell for thousands of dollars depending on their condition. A high-grade, flawless 1986 P quarter is what gets the real attention in the numismatic world. These coins, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, are evaluated on factors such as luster, strike quality, and the absence of wear or blemishes. It is in these ultra-rare grades, like MS68, that the 1986 P quarter enters the realm of extreme value. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for: why was one of these 1986 P Mint mark quarters valued at a staggering $1.8 million? This enormous price is not typical for the average 1986 quarter. It was driven by a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Here are the factors that played into this historic sale. The quarter that was valued at $1.8 million was graded MS68, a nearly flawless example of the coin. Coins in such a pristine state are almost never found, especially in modern coinage like this. MS68 quarters from 1986 are extraordinarily rare, with only a handful known to exist. This particular coin also featured a double die obverse, a type of mint error that causes certain details of the design, like Washington's profile or the lettering, to appear doubled. This error makes the coin even more valuable, as collectors prize these kinds of mistakes. Combined with the high MS68 grade, this made the coin extremely desirable. The world of coin collecting is driven by auctions, and in a highly competitive auction environment, prices can soar well beyond expectations. A handful of dedicated collectors vying for this near-perfect 1986 P quarter caused the price to skyrocket. The prestige of owning such a coin, along with its unique characteristics, led to the jaw-dropping final value of $1.8 million. So, how do you know if your 1986 P quarter is worth more than face value? Here's a checklist to guide you. Look for the P Mint mark above the date on the front of the coin. If it's missing, congratulations. You may have found a rare, no P Mint error quarter. Examine the coin closely for any unusual characteristics like doubling on the letters or numbers, which could indicate a double die error, or other anomalies in the design. A magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe can help with this. Is your coin shiny and without any noticeable scratches or wear? If so, it could be in mint state condition, which is key to increasing its value. For a truly accurate assessment, you may want to have the coin professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. If you think you found a rare quarter, it's worth submitting it to a professional grading service. They'll evaluate its condition and assign it a grade, which can dramatically affect its value. For most of us, finding a $1.8 million coin might seem like winning the lottery. But even if your 1986 P quarter isn't worth millions, it can still be quite valuable. As of the most recent data, the overall rarity of the highest grade coins, combined with growing interest in U.S. coin collecting, ensures that prices for 1986 P quarters will likely continue to rise. And there you have it. The story of how an ordinary-looking 1986 P Mint mark quarter could be worth $1.8 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always worth checking your change. You never know what hidden treasures you might find. We have something truly special to talk about: the 1979 D Mint mark $2 coin, which has been making headlines for its astonishing value. Believe it or not, one of these coins was recently valued at a staggering $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $2 million for a quarter. So, how did this happen? What's the story behind the 1979 D quarter, and how could a coin you might have seen in your pocket change be worth such an unbelievable amount of money? Stick around, because we're about to take a deep dive into its history, its unique traits, and how the rare coin market has elevated it to such an extraordinary price. Let's get started. Alright, first things first, let's start with a bit of history. The 1979 D quarter is part of the United States Mint's Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1979, This iconic design had been in circulation for over 4 decades. The D on this coin indicates that it was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint has been producing coins since 1906, and it's known for its high-quality coinage. In 1979, millions of these quarters were struck, and for the most part, they were just regular pocket change, nothing special, right? However, the story gets interesting when you dive deeper into some of the specific variations and errors that can occur during the minting process. Coins with unique errors or anomalies can become highly desirable for collectors, and that's where the 1979 D quarter takes a sharp turn into the world of high-value collectibles. What makes coins like the 1979 D quarter so valuable isn't always about their rarity in terms of how many were made, it's often about the errors and unique characteristics that make them stand out from the millions of other quarters that were produced that same year. In the case of the 1979 D quarter, one particular type of error can skyrocket the value. Collectors call these striking anomalies. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process. It could be a double strike, off-center strike, or even something as minor as a misaligned die. But here's the thing, these errors don't always devalue a coin. In fact, in the eyes of collectors, they can make it incredibly rare and desirable. One famous example of this with the 1979 D quarter is what's called a double die error. Double die errors occur when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design or lettering to appear doubled. If you're lucky enough to find a 1979 D quarter with this type of error, the value jumps dramatically. But wait, the one that sold for $1.9 million wasn't just any double die error quarter. It had something even more unusual and extraordinary about it. Let's dig into the specifics of this amazing find. So, why did one of these 1979 D quarters fetch an eye-popping $1.9 million at auction? Well, the coin in question was a one-of-a-kind piece, found in near-perfect condition with an error so rare that it became a holy grail for numismatists. That's the fancy term for coin collectors. By the way, this specific 1979 D quarter featured an exceptional minting error known as a strike-through error, where foreign material, like grease or debris, partially blocks the coin during minting, leaving a unique imprint. What made this error so valuable was the clarity and uniqueness of the strike-through, combined with the impeccable condition of the coin. It was a pristine specimen, graded extremely high by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, one of the most trusted coin grading organizations in the world. Now, to give you an idea, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The $1.9 million 1979 D quarter was graded at the MS 68 level, which is extraordinarily rare for coins that have been in circulation. Even more amazing, the minting error made it a one-of-a-kind collectible. The combination of rarity, condition, and uniqueness drove its price to astronomical heights. Now, you might be thinking, wow, maybe I have one of these valuable quarters lying around in my change jar. And you know what? You just might. While it's rare to come across such a high-value error coin, it's definitely worth checking any 1979 D quarters you come across for certain features. Check the letters and numbers for any signs of doubling, especially on the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," or the date itself. Look for any areas of the coin where the details appear blurred or missing, which could indicate a strike-through error. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. Even minor circulation marks can affect a coin's grading, so pristine condition is key. If you find anything unusual, you might want to get your coin professionally graded. And even if it's not $1 million find, a high-grade 1979 D quarter can still fetch several hundred or even thousands of dollars in today's market. As for the current market value of these quarters, most regular 1979 D quarters are worth just their face value, 25 cents, unless they're in uncirculated or near mint condition. Those coins, depending on the grade, can be worth anywhere from $5 to $50. But rare error coins, like the ones we discussed, can fetch anywhere from hundreds to millions of dollars, depending on the error type and condition. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1979 D Mint Mark quarter dollar, from pocket change to a jaw-dropping $1.9 million. This is just one example of how sometimes the most ordinary-looking objects can hold extraordinary value. We're diving into a fascinating story of history, rarity, and serious money. We're talking about a rare 2005D and an 1850 mint mark $2 coin that has made waves in the world of coin collectors, and currently holds a jaw-dropping value of $1.7 million. That's right, a simple quarter worth millions of dollars. Now, you might be thinking, how can a coin worth just 25 cents be valued at such a high price? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in today's video. We'll go through the coin's history, what makes it so special, and why collectors are willing to spend a fortune on it in today's market. So, if you're a coin collector, history buff, or just someone fascinated by hidden treasures, stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this. Let's kick things off with the 2005 D quarter, minted in Denver. Now, to most people, this coin looks like your everyday, ordinary 25-cent piece, but it's far from ordinary. The 2005 D quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program. This program ran from 1999 to 2008, where each year, 5 new quarters were released, each featuring a unique design representing a state. In 2005, the Mint released designs for California, Minnesota, Oregon, Kansas, and West Virginia. The D Mint mark signifies that this coin was minted at the Denver Mint. But hold on, what makes a regular 2005 Denver quarter worth millions? Well, there's a fascinating twist to this story. The answer lies in a very specific minting error that ties the 2005 quarter to an entirely different period, the mid-1800s. To understand this, we need to take a look at the 1850 $2 coin. The 1850 seated Liberty quarter is a highly sought-after coin among collectors. Minted during the California Gold Rush, these coins have significant historical importance. They featured the iconic Lady Liberty seated on a rock, holding a shield and a staff with a liberty cap. And here's the kicker, due to a rare minting error, a few 2005 D quarters were accidentally struck with the star 1850 star mint mark from the seated Liberty series. Yes, you heard that right. A handful of 2005 quarters were mistakenly marked with an 1850 mint mark, creating a once-in-a-lifetime rarity that no one could have anticipated. First, it's all about rarity. Coins with minting errors are already valuable, but this one takes the cake. The combination of a modern-day quarter with a mint mark from over 150 years ago is almost unheard of. In fact, as of today, only a few of these coins are known to exist. Next is the condition of the coin. The coins that have been discovered are in mint state or MS condition, meaning they've been extremely well preserved. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. And the ones graded in MS 65 or higher are the ones fetching the biggest prices at auction. Finally, we have the collector's market. The world of coin collecting is booming, with passionate enthusiasts willing to pay top dollar for the rarest and most unique pieces. The 2005 D quarter with the 1850 mint mark is the perfect storm of rarity, history, and intrigue, making it a must-have for elite collectors. Now let's talk about the current market value. As of 2024, this incredible coin has sold at auction for an astounding $1.7 million. That's right, this little 25-cent piece has become one of the most valuable coins in American history. Several factors influence the price: the rarity of the minting error, the condition of the coin, and, of course, the fierce demand among collectors. The value of this coin has skyrocketed over the years. Back when it was first discovered in the early 2000s, it was valued in the tens of thousands. But as more collectors learned about its existence, the demand, and price, went through the roof, reaching that $1.7 million mark we're seeing today. So, how do you know if you're holding one of these rare 2005 D quarter coins with the 1850 mint mark? Well, let's go over some key identifiers. First, check the mint mark closely. If you see an 1850 stamp instead of the usual Denver D or Philadelphia P, you may be holding one of the rarest coins in the world. Make sure to also look at the overall condition of the coin. Is it shiny and well preserved? A higher grade means a higher value. It's always a good idea to have your coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll give you an official grade and certificate, which will be important if you ever decide to sell it at auction. Now, if you think you've stumbled upon one of these rare coins, what should you do next? Here's a quick step-by-step guide. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can actually damage the coin and lower its value. Leave it as is. Have it graded by a professional. This will give you a better idea of its value. Research auction houses or dealers who specialize in rare coins. You want to make sure you're working with experts who can help you get the best price possible. In the world of coin collecting, surprises like the 2005 D quarter with the 1850 mint mark are what keep collectors on the edge of their seats. Who would have thought that a simple quarter could be worth millions of dollars? But that's the magic of history and rarity. You never know what hidden treasures might be out there waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, stories like this remind us of the incredible value that can be found in the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about rare coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Have you ever come across a rare coin or collectible? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy hunting.